If you are looking to get stronger, build muscle, lose fat, and optimize your performance in the gym, a pre-workout meal is crucial. In this video, let's talk about its importance and what you want to be eating before a workout. Let's do this. Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, pre-workout and post-workout meals were something I never really took too seriously during my initial days of going to the gym. All I knew was I had to get a protein shake in as soon as I finished working out, and I thought that was enough. I never really thought about how I felt during my workouts. It's only when I started taking my workouts more seriously that I started noticing my energy levels, my performance levels, so on and so forth. And that is when I started understanding the importance of a pre-workout meal. It is so important to be eating the right foods before you train. It definitely fuels your workouts. It improves your performance, which in turn accelerates results. So in this video, we will talk about what you should be having as a pre-workout meal and how to go about it based on your workout timings, whether it's in the morning, afternoon, or evening. A quick side note here, everything I'm going to be sharing is what works for me, what has worked for my clients, and what I have learned over the years through my experience. While there is a lot of science-based information out there, I generally, I'm not very particular about every minute detail. I like to keep things very simple. I believe the more simpler it is, the more sustainable it's going to be. So everything I share is going to be my opinion and what has personally helped me. Alright, with that being said, first things first. The role of a pre-workout meal is to fuel your workouts. It's to give you the energy you need to lift weights and to perform at your absolute best. Now, the reason why I say this again is because a lot of people ask, what is the best pre-workout meal to lose weight, or what is the best pre-workout meal to burn fat? Your pre-workout meal has nothing to do with that. The overall calories you eat on a regular basis or your nutrition is what drives weight loss / fat loss. So one meal does not decide that. It's what you eat throughout the day. Okay? Now, with your workouts, you want to be looking to get stronger, to be able to build muscle, to lift heavier and perform better than the last time. That's the only way your body will change, which is why I believe this is one of the most important meals of your day, as it ultimately determines how effective your training is going to be, which ultimately drives results. Now, let's talk about what you should be eating. The two main macros that your body needs to perform at its peak is number one, carbs, and number two is protein. So through this meal, you want to be getting anywhere about 45 to 55 grams of carbs and about 20 to 30 grams of protein. One general rule of thumb I like to follow when it comes to a pre-workout meal is eating lesser fat in the meals closer to my workout, as fat can slow down the digestion of food. This leads to the second question, which is when should we eat a pre-workout meal? Now, if you are someone who works out midday or in the evening, then ideally you want to be getting in a meal about 1 to 2 hours before you go and train. Another general rule of thumb I like to follow here is the closer I am to my workout, the lighter or more fast digesting the meal is going to be. Why? Because if I try to eat a heavy meal just before I go and train, most probably the food still hasn't digested. I'm going to feel bloated and I'm not going to be performing at my best. So let's now go over 3 different scenarios based on the time I go to the gym. Scenario number 1, if I'm going to be working out midday, then for breakfast or my pre-workout meal, I'll have one of my overnight oats, or I will have a protein pancake. Both of the videos to these recipes will be linked down below and somewhere in this video. Or I'll just have a bowl of oatmeal that has about 40 grams of oats, 1 scoop of whey protein, 10 grams of raisins, and about 5 crushed almonds. Moving on to scenario number 2, if I'm going to be working out in the evening, then about 2 hours before I go to the gym, or that's usually my lunch, I'll have rice or roti with either palak chicken curry or some kind of chicken curry to get my protein in. If not that, then I'll have an egg frankie, or sometimes I just have about 1 to 2 servings of dal or green moong curry. Again, has good amounts of carbs and protein. And scenario number 3, if I'm in a rush, if I'm going to be working out in the next 30 minutes or so, then I would need something light and quick. So usually what I'll do is I'll grab a fruit. That's usually going to be a banana. It's a fast digesting carb. Along with that, to get my protein in, I will have a whey protein shake. Finally, if you are someone who works out first thing in the morning and you don't want to eat anything that early, that is totally fine too. While having some food in your system does help with performance, I know a lot of people that I have coached who perform equally good fasted too. So don't worry about it. Remember, showing up to the gym and consistency is more important than anything else. When I was in my masters, the only time I had to go to the gym was first thing in the morning, and I went from looking like this to this. So whatever the reason might be, if you have to go to the gym in the morning, just have a cup of black coffee or have a pre-workout drink and go in with the same intention. Just remember, after you work out, do have a good post-workout meal that's loaded with carbs and protein. And finally guys, I just want to end by saying, don't complicate things. Most of our basic Indian meals are great pre-workout meals. You don't have to be eating fancy meals. Just stick to the basics and do it over time and you will see results. And with that guys, we come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it informative. If you did, please go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, you take care, you stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.